Yeah, well, look, it's definitely a big movie, and within that, we just like layered so much fun stuff that, yeah, definitely it's a comedy with an edge, an animated film with like a big draw and big appeal for adults as well, which is why we're kind of like labeling the baddest comedy of the summer. Yeah, very excited. From the first film, what's cool about these movies is like we're really borrowing from genre films, and so we in the first film we really just tried to borrow from the heist genre uh, and homage it quite a bit. And so in this one, the idea was just to make it bigger, making sure we can get like a big spectacle in cinema and theaters, and really enjoy those crazy adventure and crazy stunts that we were building. So definitely I wanted the scale to be bigger, I wanted the scope to be bigger, larger, and so therefore we kind of borrowed more to the action genre, and definitely kind of Mission Impossible for kids, or James Bond, or The Fugitive, Gravity for sure. So yeah, we're going beyond a little bit what we did in the first one, and definitely opening the scope of it. These guys, first of all, they're unbelievably talented. Each of them really define their characters. Second of all, turns out they're close friends too. Like they know each other, from even before the movie or during the first one when we started. They really started to just strike a connection between each of them, and they love spending time together. And also, for me, seeing that relationship, seeing that synergy within the group, like what we wanted to do and what we started to do in the first one was really recording them together to have that kind of almost more like a live action feel also, where that we leave them the room to improvise, just to feel more natural when they're with each other. It has a flow definitely that we can capture in a live action film. Harder to do in animation because again, once you do that, you have each microphone in the same room. Each microphone is going to pick up the lines of the other, and for us in editorial, you have to make sure that every character is a clean recording. Otherwise, you can't move that timing at all. And because animation is all about timing and moving it and shifting it, it kind of constrains us too much sometimes. But at the same time, what you gain in flexibility, you lose in spontaneity. So we kind of did a lot of recording together, and then at the end of each recording, I would ask them to do a clean take, so that we can still get them in the flow, but at the same time still have a little bit of a giving us the freedom to move things around. Which is also why this movie feels more live action-y too. It has that flow, it has that spontaneity that the actors could give me. I mean, it's baked in the DNA of the film, like the bad guys, because they are these scary animals that we, as humans, through our stories that we're telling ourselves, through our own phobias, our own fears, we've labeled them as bad. And from the beginning, for Mr. Wolf and his gang, it's always been like, well, you want us to be bad? What choice do we have anyway? You're not giving us a chance to be anything else than bad, so we're gonna be bad. And they started doing these bad things. It turns out there's a lot more depth into these characters, and then we explore that in the first film, and Mr. Wolf decided to go good. I think on this one, like, it's almost like the desire to just become a good guy is great, and they managed to do it, deep in their hearts in the first one, rewrite a little bit of their story. Doesn't mean the world is gonna accept you, the next day. And so we're really exploring that period of their lives where they're trying to reinsert society. They've paid their dues. They've tried to prove that they're good people, and nobody wants them because that's how it works. You don't change the world overnight. And so we now at this point we're really exploring the idea of Mr. Wolf doubting his choice. Am I ever gonna be accepted one day? In this society. And so I think it's very relatable. It's very it's something that any of us can experience one day in our lives. Just the idea of feeling rejected and thinking that our actions that just like dictate and shape our lives. And that is there even a second chance to be had, And I think that's what we're exploring this one, the idea of second chances and being able to change your life around and just being able to present from a different, point of view to the rest of the world.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.